I want to start by saying that I am exceptionally excited to be in your midst, Nigerians and the guests of Nigerians today. I learned this event was held in Dublin in 2019. And for those of you who were there, I learned it was exceptionally wow. So I said, okay, I will come and witness that of sunny Scotland. And the sunniest Scottish. So I'm excited to be here. And I want to commend the organizers of this program and also Nigerians who thought it wise to come together as a people, as a community, as a nation, in a foreign land, to see each other from time to time. And from what I understood from that, I think that shows that we wouldn't want to throw away our cultural heritage and values in a hurry. And also to showcase to the world that Nigeria and Nigerians, we have potentials. It may interest you to know that I would have been in Griffith College, Dublin, this morning in celebration of two Nigerian students who are just graduating today from LLM in that college. And both of them, they have first class. So that goes to show you that Nigeria has all it takes to take over the leadership of the world. And that is, Your Excellency, the High Commissioner of Nigeria to the United Kingdom, represented by our own Ambassador Suleiman Sani, Councillor Barney Crockett, the Lord Provost of Aberdeen. My regards to the Queen when you see her. Honorable Abike Dabri, I learned she was online and her schedule is very tight. Director General Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, Ambassador Joseph Ayologu, a patron of NIDO, Christy Blackman, MP, Aberdeen North, okay, the sunniest. The Continental Chairman of NIDO Europe, I know you are listening. And NIDO Executive, Friends of Nigeria. I also want to recognize some of our own too. If we start enumerating them, probably we wouldn't live here. We have Councillor, he was introduced some time ago. And Ireland, we have a whole lot of them. We now have a Lord Mayor from Nigerian extraction in Dublin, Ireland. The Lord Mayor of Longford is from Nigeria. And we also have accomplished men and women. I am exceptionally happy that Nigerians are making us proud. I recognize the councillor wherever he is. On the topic of today, building together for diaspora direct investment towards homeland development. Ladies and gentlemen, I am delighted for the opportunity to address my fellow countrymen and women in the diaspora who constitute the audience in this event. My spirit as a Nigerian is always uplifted, knowing that an overwhelming number of compatriots in diaspora have historically served as good ambassadors of our country and are also exemplary in your professional and personal endeavors, so much so that you have become rooted in the various strata of your host community. Neither the diplomatic service of the federal government nor a sponsored publicity can effectively radiate Nigeria's image across the globe in the manner that you do. In the topic which says building together for diaspora direct investment towards homeland development, as the theme depicts, for this event is quite opposite. As we may be aware, nation building is a citizen-driven process that translates into national development. By implication, the totality of our individual achievements propels Nigeria's development and its eventual ascendancy to greatness in the Committee of Nations. Therefore, my statement will examine the theme bearing in mind the role of Nigerians in diaspora. It is a very good gesture that the organizers have convened on the margins of this year's annual general meeting, a business summit hinged on channeling foreign direct investment, FDIs, to Nigeria. This thoughtful gesture demonstrates your intrinsic concern about socio-economic and political situation at home, the readiness to increase your significant contributions to national development, as well as your unquestionable patriotism to our fatherland. It is imperative that I highlight the positive impacts of your remittances at home before I delve into the exponential benefits that could accrue from your active involvement in channeling foreign direct investments to Nigeria. In 2017, the United Nations reported that about 1.24 million Nigerians, migrants, lived abroad, a figure which has since grown year on year. A globally reputed firm, PricewaterhouseCoopers, PwC, conducted a study which found that Nigeria accounted for over 1/3 of migrant remittance flows to sub-Saharan Africa. The firm also estimated that Nigeria's diaspora remitted $22 billion in 2017 and $23.63 billion in 2018. The value and weight of your remittance to the national economy is evident in the fact that in 2018, it was equivalent to 83% of total government budget for that year, and worth a level more than the foreign direct investments in the same period. Please clap very well. You are doing well. What's celebrating is the impact of your remittance, which cannot be measured fully, but millions of Nigerian households leverage same for livelihood and sustenance. On a yearly basis, your remittances are projected to increase, and so are its socioeconomic impacts on Nigerians. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, besides remittances, let me point out other obvious ways the diaspora are already contributing to national development. The pursuit of your dreams to become doctor, engineer, lawyer is a contribution to national development because you chose to be productive. Your gainful employment in the private or public sector boosts labor force and the economy and means that government has one less person to worry about. By studying either at home or abroad, you increase the literacy rate of Nigerians and support transfer of knowledge for social progress. Through voting, which I know Honorable Abike Dabri is working on assiduously to see that our people in diaspora, contribute and also exercise their franchise when the need arises, is being attended to. And hopefully in no distant time, that will come to fruition. Through voting, you bestow trust to persons in political authority to make policies and decisions for the good of the country. Paying your taxes makes available resources to governments for public spending. Sending money home to your family and loved ones or buying local made goods boosts foreign exchange earning of your country. Your advocacy on issues ensures transparency and accountability of political office holders. Obeying the law of Nigeria promotes national peace and security. Respecting the laws of foreign country of residence makes you a good ambassador of your country. Undertaking any or all the foregoing demonstrates your sense of patriotism and allegiance to our dear country, Nigeria. About your quest to promote foreign direct investment to Nigeria, I wish to stress that such is needed now more than ever. I personally share the view that investments is an effective economic weapon for solving all the numerous socioeconomic and political challenges that Nigeria face, be it unemployment, insecurity, dilapidated infrastructure, and so on. Given that you are partly or fully informed of the frantic efforts made by the administration of President Muhammad Buhari GCFR to steadily place Nigeria on a path towards sustainable growth, I will take a minute to portray some of the government's activities. The efforts of the administration are focused on diversifying the economy through industrialization policies, an export-oriented outlook, and massive investments in infrastructure expansion. Similarly, the federal government is reforming the public sector and strengthening institutions for optimal service delivery, as demonstrated by the enactment of relevant policy instruments, financial releases, and capacity development. Unlike in the past, the road networks, airports, rails, and seaports in Nigeria are witnessing rapid expansion to match the accelerated pace of Nigeria's economic development and population growth. To encourage FDI's inflow, incentives that the administration provides include tax holidays, tax credits, capital allowances, investment allowances, duty drawback, subsidies, export expansion grants, export development funds, and double taxation reliefs. These are just but a few of the incentives. Basically, the time to invest in Nigeria is now. Tell that to your international business partners and those with foresight among them would expediently invest in Nigeria. We should challenge ourselves to ensure that FDIs match or even exceed the volume of diaspora remittance to Nigeria. In addition to remittances and FDIs, another important issue that can support national development in Nigeria is the need to diversify policies and interventions that balances the immigration of skilled Nigerian professionals. At present, the pace of skilled labor immigration is alarming, and its negative socioeconomic skilled labor immigration is alarming, and its negative socioeconomic effects are continuously felt by Nigerians at home. I speak for many when I say that we want our diaspora to return home so that you can transfer your skills, build the economy, and accelerate homeland development. Finally, I want to assure our diaspora that your government cares about you. We care so much about you. Nigerians' diplomatic posts are there to serve and support your endeavors. NIDO is an important umbrella body for Nigerian migrants. Therefore, let us sheath the sword and come together to strengthen NIDO for national development. Nigeria is a great country. Nigeria is a giant. Nigeria is a mountain. Let us make it greater by working together to build the Nigeria of our dreams. Continue to be ambassadors of Nigeria wherever you find yourself in Europe. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening, and God bless you. God bless the Federal Republic.